Monday night, we're back. What have you been doing?
I've been all alone.
He has been. I worked so much this weekend, you guys. It's been crazy. So.
Friday night, I went to my son's high school football playoff game. They're in the 4th round. This is serious.
Big deal.
This is the greatest Waynesville high school football team ever.
Ever.
So that's a lot to wrap your head around.
Spartans.
Yeah. So we got another big game this Friday night for round 5.
Yep.
But anyways, round 4. Anyways, she's been at work. And I had Saturday and Sunday to get some stuff done. So, man, you'll see I was wiring this little box and putting all my power in here. We're going to lower it down, but we'll walk under it real quick.
Yeah, let me take you guys around here.
I'm going to give you the 5-minute tour. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Not everybody's been here for the whole ride. Aluminum block 5.3, Brian Tooley stage 4 cam, 78 millimeter turbo, wastegate, blow off valve. I have everything in-house to finish the fuel line. I have to order a few other things. We will be putting fuel in the tank and fire in the box before you know it. All new suspension, on bags, 1 ton, 20s, crossover pipe, block off, 4L80, shifters mounted, all the wiring's done. I got to finish the taillight wiring to the front. Get some of this. Some of this has been shown. But it's all strapped, rubber strapped, everything's good. All back through here, air lines, wiring. I got the cab controls for the air ride in the cab. I've got fuel lines. Look at some of this. I'm strapping everything up. Drive shaft is done. I welded these. I took all these off, welded the perches. Get a load of these here, come around the front. This is all probably in the, come around this side. I welded bolts to the rear end. I'll probably go back and cut those off, but I welded bolts to the axle to give me a good place to mount my Harbor Freight clamps. What do you think of that? Looks pretty good, don't it?
It does look really good.
Drive shaft's done. Brake line's done. Brake line T. I mounted under here. I welded another bolt to the bracket. Look how secure. And it won't move or get pinched. There's room here for it to cycle with the airbags. C-notch. Brakes are done. Look, brake lines are done, except for one. Come on back. What else we got? This truck's a highlight, man. This is my highlight reel. Dual tranny coolers. Look at all that braided line on everything. There's no rubber line on this truck, except for vacuum. Dual transmission coolers. Boyd tank with a 340 Aero motive inside. It's a bad son of a bitch, babe. That's the only thing you can say about this. This truck, so I've been working on this truck. I'm gonna give you a quick, we're still in 5 minutes. I've had this truck, I probably had this truck 4 years, and this is a 2-year deal, so don't get discouraged. I've built other things in the middle of this. This truck is really, I've been trying to go all out. It's long bed, it's my style. When you see this truck, you're gonna know that I built it. I don't follow trends. We build what we want around here, don't we?
That's right. Artistic, babe.
All right. So get out from under it. I'm going to lower it down and we'll look at some more stuff.
All right.
All right. Been waiting on this. Throttle bracket deal. Don't know if I'm going to like this or not. But anyways, we've been waiting on this to get the throttle body put on. It took a long ride from China, so now it's here. So now we're going to see if we can't get this on. Appears to be correct. That's always good. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. Oh, dang, dude. That was a battle. What's going on, everybody? It's a beautiful Wednesday morning still. So this is lingering on. So we're going to jack it up today. There's a few things underneath that had just been ongoing. I need to weld the purchase to the rear end, and I need to start running brake lines, get some bolts welded to the rear end for tabs and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do today. No matter what, that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's get it up in the air, and let's grab a few of these tools off of here. Don't want nothing falling in places we don't know about. All right. Up we go! Alright, let me show you what's going on here. Somebody said I should get a lift. I got two of them. I just got stuff in the way. Alright, right here, not welded. Not welded. I didn't have a drive shaft, so I didn't know how it was going to look. Actually, we're going to kick that down just a hair so it'll straighten up under acceleration. But I'm going to get a socket, get all these U-bolts off. The rear end won't go anywhere because it's on top of the springs. Springs won't go anywhere because they're bolted in still. So it'll just sit there. And then I'll show you these, get these out of the way. These are for my ladder bars that I still got to order the DOM for. It's always something. But we're trying to get it running and driving and moving, and that's not real necessary for that. So let me get some tools out, and I'll be right back. Oh, that sucks. Those were brand new. Threads are kind of stripped on that one. I don't even understand it, man. Those are brand new. They've never even been. They weren't even all the way tight. That was a trip all the way to Dayton. God dang, man. It's gonna be a big job for the old Hobart. Get this done because there's no gas in the tank. Now's the time to do it. All right. While I'm here, I got these tabs, and I know I need them, so I might as well get them on here while we're here. Nice, man. We're killing the list, folks. We're killing the list. See how much you can do in just ain't been out here an hour. Man, oh man. Sweet progress. All right. I'm gonna run my brake lines in the front. The factory probably puts them in the back so they don't get hit, but I don't care what they do. So anyways, need a way to keep them from moving around. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take just a simple bolt. Can't really see because the sun glare, but I'm just gonna take a bolt. Let me put a nut on it so I don't mess up the threads. All right, so all we're doing is mounting a stud to the axle to give us a place to fasten our brake line to. Just simple little things that we can do while we're here right now, and it'll be there because that's the next thing I'm going to do is run brake lines. We're getting close. I need need to find a few pieces for the engine and finish the wiring, and it won't be long. We'll be putting 12 volts to this thing, seeing what it does. You're always skeptical when you build it all yourself until you get those first few fire ups and miles under your belt. What's going on, everybody? It's Tim with Peace and Grease. It's Saturday. We're in the shop working on the worst possible part of every project, and that's the tedious wiring. I've been slaving on it, working on it, and just trying my hardest to get it done, but I'm still working on it. We're getting down to it, though. Today I'm going to be trying to wire up. I got a separate fuse box I'm building for the bed that'll control the air ride, the solenoids, the air compressors, the fan relays are going to be in there. I'm going to run the stock fuse panel in the truck for the lights, the turn signals, stuff like that. But I'm going to be using a separate box back here close to the batteries to run the heavy duty stuff. Then I'll power out of that to run my fuse panel. So, makes sense? Not really. This is why this truck's probably not done. It's because this is the worst part. I've been tinkering with everything else, but now it's time. Today's the day. I went to Harbor Freight and got grommets, drill bits, straps, colored tape. I think I got everything I need, and I'll just show you how I do it, what I'm going to do, one wire at a time. I've got most of them run. I've got a new alternator wire run to the back. I've got a few Terminator X wires. There's wires that come out of the Terminator X that are pre-wired to run dual fans, turn them on at different temperatures. So I'm going to hook all that up. I got to make a harness to go from here to the back because my relays will be in that box. It'll make more sense when you see it. So I got to make sure I do that, and that's it. I got to run, basically just wire everything up. I'm an electrician. I'm used to wiring houses and barns and businesses, and this is a car, but I'll figure it out. I've been screenshotting. I'm gonna try to get to just start off its own key and everything, and try to reuse what I can, get rid of what I can't, make it safe and make it fun. So that's what I'm working on today. It's not that great, but I'm in the shop. So hopefully you're in the shop, taking a break, watching this. Hopefully you got TV on the wall in your shop and you're watching this while you work. Even better. You get a YouTube channel, and I'll turn it on when I work. So we'll trade off. But that's it. I'll show you around, and we'll get started and get my tools out, and we'll get going. That's what we're doing today. Follow along. Alright, here we are in the bed. So a while back I wired all these, tested it all out, had it going up and down, all that good stuff, but it was just temporary. So now it's time to start drilling holes. I got grommets, I got straps. We're going to make it look as good as it possibly can. And the only way to do that is to take your time, lay it out, get a game plan in your head, execute that game plan. Just like anything else in life. We're running out of good weather here in Ohio. Today's not a bad day. So I went up to Harbor Freight, got me these, man. They're $4 for these packages of all different kinds of stuff. Man, they have drift pins, cotter pins, they have everything. But I'm gonna use these. My goal is do it right the first time. Do it once, do it right. Don't come back. Trying to get better at that. So this flume here, it's going to go under. I'm going to take everything under, over, and back up into the bottom of my box. Alright, let's go over and do the same thing on the other side. Let's match them up. Alright, so just like that. I'm going to get an eyelet put on here, ground this, and go over there and do the same to that. We're matching up side to side, just trying to make it match and look good. Something we can put our name on, something we can be proud of at the end of the day. Maybe somebody else who wants to build them one someday. You never know. There's actually an eyelet already on it. We're going to reuse it. That's what we do. Get a little zip tie, make that work. These signs, Halls Market and Post Office parking only. Down in a little town close to here was this little store called Halls Market. This little old lady ran it, named Kate Hall. She's the sweetest person you'd ever meet. And she had that store there for years, and some young punks went there and robbed her one night, beat her up, stole her money, and the place ended up closing down shortly after that. They tried to reopen a few times, but it never lasted. Finally, when it was abandoned, somehow or another, I don't remember how, but I ended up with these signs. So, there's a reason they're on here. First place I ever bought beer, I was like 17 or 18 years old. She couldn't see too well. I'll extend these. Once I go underneath, I'll raise the truck up on the lift. Man, I don't know how I'd build this truck without this lift. That's why I'm trying to get it off the lift so I can build another one. So, I've been working as hard as I can on this. I want to get that motor out of that motorhome before the weather turned bad. Got that done. So now, if I have to, I can shut the doors. It's a little chilly out right now, but I'm trying to take advantage of what few days we got left, I guess. So I'm enduring it. If you stay busy, they always told me the heat's in the tools. Keep working, you won't get cold. Unless it's really cold out. Then you're going to get cold no matter what, but you know what I mean. Alright, here's the little box. I found this box while cleaning out the my grandma's house when the people that were renting it moved out. And 932, that's just from Lebanon. That's just a town down the road. So I grabbed it. Thought it'd make a nice fuse box in the back somehow. I don't know. It's in my head. Sometimes when I get things in my head, I can't explain it. I just got to go through with it. So we're going to go through with this. Basically, I'm going to have positive lug in here straight from the battery. Negative lug straight here to the chassis or the battery. I'm going to come up. I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom. And all that stuff I just ran will come up over here in the bottom. And then over here I'm going to have, so from my ignition switch, that'll power this. This will be mounted in here. A lug right to that. That'll give power straight from the ignition switch to this, which will just give some power to some relays and stuff that we want to turn on when the key is on. There's some in here that will be hot all the time. That'll come from here. So it's in my head. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to turn out, but we're going to get started. And then that's the best way to finish something, is to get started. So that's what we're doing. Got a nice view of the road out there. We're going to drill some holes in this old box. See if we can't make something really cool. So I've been kind of laying this out in my head. Going to have a few relays in there. And we'll go from there. That's about it. We'll have probably mount these in there sideways. I'm not sure. I can't be 100% sure, but I'll let you know when we're done. Here's a switch. 20 amp switch. I'm going to try everything on relays, take the load off. I got a main breaker here. I'm going to hook that in here. This will go between the battery, from the battery in to my power source, just in case something happens, trips that out, and everything in here that powers from the constant will die. So on that day, and I bought an extra to carry with me because something like that's hard to find. So I have two, and if it works out good, I should never use it. 300 amps a lot, honestly. So I'm going to mount that under my box here. I'm going to come in the side with I'm going to use this wire here, and it'll all be in looms. So this was left over from my Razor days. I got some blue over there, I got some yellow, but that's some thick wire right there, 14 millimeter, whatever size they want to tell you that is. But that's at least a 6 gauge wire that should hold 60 amps. But anyways, let's get started. Let's drill some holes, and when we're done, it's just going to sit in there. My plan is for it to just sit in the truck, and look like, you know, handyman's toolbox sitting there. So that's the plan. Let's keep moving forward. I got my terminals, I got my heat shrink, I got my crimpers, I got it all, baby. I got my balls, you know it. You got them too. Don't look at me like that. So, really, let's get started. One way to do it is to do it. I know I'm gonna bring my battery cable in over here. Let me go grab my grommets. I'm just gonna pop one of these right in the side. Probably hard to drill if I'm guessing. I got the sharper one. I bought these from Harbor Freight. Every time I go into Harbor Freight, I'm impressed, man. Harbor Freight used to be the place where you'd go to buy a tool you wanted to break. Not anymore. I don't even know of a Harbor Freight tool I've ever broke. That's the truth. I'm not just saying that because I want a sponsorship. I mean it. All right. I bought color tape just in case I needed it. It's already got a nice terminal on it. I'm just going to add some heat shrink to it. I'm going to trim it down, but we're going to leave it long. No reason to trim it. Might need it all. If you're going to build them, you got to be able to wire them, work on them, paint them. If you want to be able to do it and afford it. That's why I know how to do it all, because I can't afford to pay anyone to do it. So I do it myself. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I do it wrong, but I just keep doing it. I'm 44. I just keep trying to pound the nail. Need some shop help, man. Somebody just wants to hang out, shoot the breeze, not just stand around and drink beer. This will come in and mount right to this guy. Got little brass terminals. So I got screws. And that's where I'm gonna drill holes and actually put real screws in. So you can get a drill bit. I bought these too at Harbor Freight because I knew I'd need them. All right, got my 300 amp fuse here and got little covers on there. I like these little things, man. Little eBay, cheap stuff. Got my holes drilled. This wire is very important. It's the main power source, so we want to do a good job of it. I'm telling you, I don't know what size they are. Nothing fits it. 10 don't fit. 9 don't fit. 9 almost fits. 3/8 almost fits. That's weird. That worked out nice. Got my cheap crimpers here. These got adjustable jaws on them, so you can, the sun's coming in weird, so you can set them whatever you want. This wire here will go from my breaker to my main hop. my positive log there. That way it's going to be protected by the breaker. Should have got more heat shrink. All right, here we are. I'm starting to get an idea of what's going on here. This box will sit in here. Got a support right there, so it needs to be in the middle of that. A nice little seat right there. And these will come around, hook into the battery and whatnot. This will be my hot. We'll have it come around. The box will just sit right here. Cut that out. I got a grommet for the bottom of that, a super grommet. So don't worry about that. Things are shaping up quick in just a short period of time. I like where we're going. So inside this box we'll have keyed power and key off power, where there will always be power. That's why I got the circuit breaker. Everything will be fused, so we don't have no meltdowns. So really we're doing good. If I get this trimmed out, get the box mounted, get some screws in the box, then I can start running wires in there for the final time. There's really no wrong way to do it from here on out. Just whatever fits in the box. You know what I mean? All right, everybody, it's Sunday. We're back. I know, blah, 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 but I got to get it done. So I am in wiring nightmare from hell, but we're going to keep moving forward. One thing at a time, one circuit at a time, just how you wire a house. Wired houses my whole life, so sometimes you didn't know exactly what was going on, but you just keep moving forward. And that's what we're going to do today. This is Sunday, continuation of yesterday. Maybe we'll just pump out quite a few of these little videos trying to get this truck done. I don't want to bore everybody to death with the same old, but I have to get it done. So, spent a good part of yesterday working on my box here, my electric box. Take a look inside. She's taking shape. Got my power, got my negatives over here. I'm going to get grommets in the bottom for all my wiring that'll come up through. Got a hole there, hole there. I'm going to have everything just where it's as simple as possible. I got a couple more relays to mount in there and tie some wires in. Got my, this will be always hot. So my air ride and my fans and stuff will work off of this. And then we're going to reuse try to reuse factory wiring in the truck. The little fuse panel inside, there won't be much. It's just going to really control lighting. That's about it, honestly. Terminator X will run the motor, and then my box here will run the hardcore accessories. So I know it sucks, but I gotta keep moving forward. I'm trying to get over here and work on this 40, but I gotta get this done, and then we gotta pull the fuel line off this guy. This guy here, he don't get shown that much because honestly, he's the all-star of the program. He's had a rough summer, so we're gonna clean it up. Fuel line here, it had this conglomeration on there when I got it. I got the fuel line pulled tight. We need to clean up the wheels, check the air pressure. I already put antifreeze in it, and it's just probably gonna sit a lot this winter because I don't want to drive it in the salt, and it does not have heat. So we're moving along back here. All this is going to be exposed, so I'm trying to do the best I can. I may put a fake floor in it someday, but for right now, it's all going to be exposed. So trying to make it look like I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue on. The goal is to get that box mounted over the truck sign there, to get the box mounted, bolted down, start tying in the air ride, and then I will be able to air the truck up, push it outside, start working on the interior. That's the goal. I'm waiting on some brake lines to show up. to finish. I made my own. I was 4 feet short, so I ordered another kit. This should be here. Got the tools sitting there. And that's about it. I'm trying to get this truck off of this lift, pushed out. I got kill mat for the floor. I got new carpet. I got to get the shifter mounted. I got brand new seats. I got thousands inside there, and I'm trying to get to it. So that's what I'm doing today. If you want to have fun later, you got to suffer now. So I'm suffering. I'm suffering through electrical nightmare hell, and no one wants to be around when you're doing that. So the only way to do it is to stay on it. Suffer through it. So here we go. All right, we got the magic box mounted. Now we just got to finish some wiring, continue on with some wiring. We'll never be done. We're continuing. So, I got my solenoid wiring coming into here just because I need a dry place to put everything. So this will work. It'll be over here in the corner. Got all my stuff hooked up. The goal is to get this box hot so I can lift this truck so I can push it out, preferably soon. So I'm tired of working on it a little bit, so I'm trying to get it done. Not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna cut any corners just because I'm getting tired of working on it. This is kind of boring to show, but not everybody knows how to do it. I'll kind of give you a rundown here when I get farther along on what's going on. Basically, I got my negative, my positive inside this box, so I know I got a good ground and hot. I'm gonna run them straight to the battery. I'm gonna have dual batteries in here, dual Optima red tops, so I should have plenty of power. And we want to be able to run this one hard without looking back. That's the goal. Kind of went all out on this one, but why not? What are you going to do? Such is life. I could have wired a whole barn in the amount of time it's taken me to wire this truck. Trying to keep it neat, but it's getting busy in there. Kind of boring, ain't it? I know. That's why I didn't want to film it, because I knew this would be extremely boring to watch. This is like the most boring part of any build. Your friends will hate you when you're wiring your car. They won't come around. They'll just go do things by themselves and never message you when you're wiring your car. It's all right though. What comes around goes around. Guy like me don't need no friends. I got all you. We are definitely getting there. There's a fuse on this, but I'm going to get rid of it because that's just more fuses to go wrong. It's going to hook right into a fuse, so I don't see any reason to have it. I want to ask you a serious question, everybody. Now, I'm being real serious about this. It hurts me to talk this way about this man because he's somewhat of a legend. But you guys see the picture of Dog Bounty Hunters fishing? What's wrong with his feet? His toes, they're all purple. Everybody's like, oh, Dog paints his toenails. Somebody painted. Them's hurt. Them's infected. Dog's got diabetes or something bad, dude. He's got something bad wrong with his feet. If you haven't seen it, Google it. Dog fishing. He's sitting there with his lips out. And he's got him a little pole. And he's fishing like he's never even been on a boat before. Goofy sucker. Old dog. If you want to watch a real bounty, go check out Tank. Bounty Tank. Old Tank, he don't mess around. Alright, well, I set a goal this weekend that I wanted this truck to raise up on its own button by, I guess, right now. And I've been working on it for 2 straight days, wiring that box, wiring relays, wiring everything. I'm still not done, but let's see if it goes up and down. Where's the controller at? There it is. Nothing to it, huh? Set a goal. Set a goal and stick to it. You'll get it done right there. Look at it. It's off the lift.
What is this?
This is the list. This isn't even half of it. Every time I mark something off, I think of 3 more things to write on it.
Last year, we made this list, and
I've got so discouraged that it's just been laying around here face down.
yeah, so here it is.
It happens, man. We're not professional car builders. We're just professional fun havers.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, anyways, I dug the old list back out, and there's a few things.
I'll hold it for you, like Vanny.
Okay, so rear shock brackets. Let's talk about those. Half done.
Half. See?
Don't get it all out, or else you'll forget that half. Billet rear ladder bars. I gotta order the piece of DOM and do it, so those aren't done. Not necessary to get it running and moving. Install transmission.
Done.
Over here, add trans fluid. Add trans fill plug. See, man, this is a big puzzle. Measure drive shaft. Way done. Install. Been done. Brake line on frame. Done. Front metal brake lines. I'm 3 foot short. I'm waiting on it. But it take me 10 minutes. The tools are laying here. Install shifter. Not done.
Not done.
Plumb fuel lines and regulator. Done.
Oh, man.
Wire tail lights. Almost. See? Weld spring perches. That's a big one. That's done. Build seat brackets. No. Install and finish engine. Let's say yeah.
We're saying yeah.
Well, there's little things not done.
But
lug nuts. Yeah. Install center caps. Yeah. Front shocks. Need. Rear shocks. Need. Adjust doors. Fuck them. Leave that part out. But hey, what else did we do? I could write over here everything I did all weekend, but there's really no point in it.
Yeah.
But lists are important because it is nice to keep track of what's going on. You can keep over here what you need material wise. It's nice to keep an ongoing list. And I'll be honest, I bought a lot of stuff off eBay, and I always kind of boycott Amazon because I thought that guy was too rich. But eBay, you can take this however you want. eBay's turned into a China show. You order something off eBay, it may take 3 weeks to get that.
That's true.
You order something off Amazon, it don't take more than 3 days. So the big wheel is winning that race. So every little thing you need, man, like you got a family and kids and a job and inflation, but there's little things. I need a transmission fill plug. It's like $13. I just need to order it. So the fluid, you just buy a little bit at a time, man. Shop around.
Tip away.
Shop around and stuff, man, because not everybody's got the same price on everything. I did a little intro to this video, so we'll do an outro because this was a long video of me just working. more explanation on the box. Kind of like, if you want to know what I was trying to do on the box, Google like a race car relay panel, and they come on these, people build them on eBay and stuff, and they're kind of chintzy looking, and they want $300 or $500 for them. Basically, everything goes to that box. The relays are in that box, the grounds, my hots, and I got terminal blocks for everything to leave that box. So if I want to put a switch in the cab, I just put 2 wires to there. Boom, switch, good, everything's in the box. Relays keep from burning up stuff. When you got big fans and stuff, you gotta have relays on there or you'll burn them up. Me being an electrician, I kind of went big and overkill and everything. And I'm gonna run the absolute dog piss out of this truck. Like, you're not gonna be able to contain me when I'm driving this truck. This truck hasn't even started yet, and it'll be the most powerful.
It sounds like I'm gonna have to drive it.
This will be the most powerful thing I've ever owned.
Oh my God.
I had a 69 Nova that ran 11s, but this is going to be way more powerful than that. So, keep plugging away, man. Just listen to Jelly Roll. It ain't about where you've been, it's about where we're going. So, just one thing at a time. My problem is now a serpentine belt. I'm trying to figure out which belt I need, but I've been collecting belts I find laying around. I'm going to find one that's close, and then we'll figure it out. But that's a lot for this video. Mace might be 2. We'll see. It was long.
Well, I don't know, but this is what I've got a lot to say here. So he did a lot of work this weekend while I was at work. But we've got tickets live for sale for the show, so you guys get over there and get your tickets pre-ordered. It's pre-sale only. It is only for the show. We haven't released camping. Whoop! Sammy got the camera with his foot. It's all right. We haven't released camping details yet. That's going to be separate, and will be just primitive camping, tent camping only.
Listen to that.
Primitive camping, tent camping only. We will release those details soon. It is separate from the charge for the tickets for the weekend.
There's a good chance our campground will be full then, and when it's full, we can't ask anyone to leave.
And we don't want to be dealing with campground stuff while we're trying to deal with the car show.
We're not trying to be mean about the camping.
Tent camping.
We just don't have room for all that.
Right. Or the time that weekend. So there's that. We've got a lot coming up for you guys. The show's gonna be.
Now I can finally measure.
Thank you. The show's gonna be really fun. We've got a lot of stuff planned for you guys. We've got a lot of special guests. Sammy's trying to get in. Come here, dude. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. We got a lot of special guests coming.
As big as you.
I know. I can hardly pick him up. He's tall. How tall are you?
6 foot.
5?
No, 41.
41 foot tall, he says. How old are you?
41.
You're 41? Wow. Huh. So, we've got a lot coming up for you guys. We're busy behind the scenes. I know you don't see a lot of it, but stay tuned. And we're going to get to work here on my truck for a little bit since he worked on his all weekend. And we'll see where we are with that by the end of the night.
Heck yeah. Thanks for watching. And a lot more to come.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. That's so important to us. We've got some milestones we're trying to hit, and it just seems like we just can't quite get there. So we need you guys to hit that subscribe button, share our videos, comment. It all matters. It really does matter. It don't cost you a thing. So.
And we're going to be in Daytona for Thanksgiving.
I wasn't going to tell them yet.
I did. I don't keep secrets.
We're doing something crazy for the holiday, you guys.
Yep. We're going to Florida.
What will we drive?
Junk. Guarantee we're driving junk. So,
Mom, can I go to
whether or not we leave it in Florida will be a big question. But we'll see you here in a few minutes on another video.
See you guys later.
Mom, can I